I could have ordered some liquor unscrupulous people. But go on like them that like righteousness. Them a fight against me, watch me and them. Alright. Why they wanna see me fall, and they know that I am tougher than wall. Tell me why they wanna stop my progress.
Yo, my goodness. My goodness. Yo, let me tell you something. I've been doing this for 30 years, globally, all over the place, and I've never seen anything like this before in my life. I don't know if tonight was good, bad, but I do know it was crazy. And I never heard of the bloke, ever. Never heard of him. Skeng, never heard of him. The only Skeng I ever heard of is we were going to Sashi, and I was like, yo, before we go to Ochi, we got to go to Mandeville to get some festival, because you do know that Mandeville makes the best festival in Jamaica, the best festival. If it's Mandeville or is it Manchester, I don't know where the hell it is. It's late. I know if we come down off the hill, right? We go up Spur Tree Hill and we drop down. What is that? Is that Mandeville, Manchester? Where is that? I don't know. People are going to see it's like, yo, you don't even know where the hell you're from, bro. I lived in Boston for the last 50 years. Haven't been back to Jamaica in a minute. But yeah, go up Spur Tree Hill and drop down. Club HQ on the left. Yo, gas. Talking about gas. Yo, what the fuck are y'all smoking, bro? Like, my throat is sore, pause, from the secondhand smoke. I think y'all are smoking chemicals. I don't think y'all are smoking weed. I think y'all are just smoking, like, chemicals. Because I'm not supposed to have a sore throat breathing in secondhand smoke from marijuana, right? So you roll it, you light it, you inhale it, you exhale it. That means the exhale is not supposed to be as potent as the inhale, because then it dissipates into the air, right? So by the time it floats to me, it's lost its potency. But it's like y'all are smoking like fentanyl. Like, my throat is killing me. Like, it's just, I feel like I think y'all weed is cut with fucking carpet cleaner, bro. Like, what are y'all smoking out here? Like, it's crazy. Like, that's not even weed. Y'all smoking like chemicals. Like, why is my throat sore? Like, that's crazy. Like, why is my throat sore? Like, what are y'all? This is, I don't know. Y'all need to cut it out. Whatever y'all are doing, it ain't working. Nah, for real. Whatever y'all doing, it ain't working. So like I saying, you go up Spur Tree Hill, you drop down. My blokey runs into the store there to get some festival. So I'm just chilling. And somebody knocks on the window. I roll down the window. You know, because we in the Deporti. You know what I'm saying? Deporti 2.5 a day. And then you could bring everybody in it. I roll down the window. And this little dude was like, yo, you're in the boss's parking spot. I'm like, the boss? Yeah, but you know, I don't want no smoke. I'm going to Ochi. Right? I'm going to Ochi to get it cracking for Sashi. So I jump the car, gear it down, find reverse, pull it out, put in another spot. And like some person with a scandal bag walks by me and is like, yeah, foreigner, you can't park in the boss's spot. I'm like, my fault. I'm not from around here. But that was Skeng's parking spot that we parked in. We didn't know. We're just trying to get festival. You know, then we out of here. To Ochi, to Sashi, to get it popping. The other Skeng I know is from Malvern. Like the area leader. The general. Skeng. Love you, brother. So those are the only two Skengs I've ever heard of. one from Mandeville or Manchester, and the one from Malvern, from our community. So when I saw this flyer, Skeng, and it said Dancehall Rockstar, I'm all like, rockstar? Like, how are you a rock star if you don't put out rock music?
Audio 1 2, check 1 2. Now the people was down one side, bitch wants to DJ car, Miss Alright up on the mix.
Like, I took offense to that because I'm a rock star. Because I was in a rock band. I put out rock music. Right? So I was like, how is he dancehall rock star? So I go to the venue and I see the trust. I see a trust up top and I see a trust down the bottom. I'm like, yo, why they do that? Like, why they have, I mean, what type of setup is that? I'm thinking like, yo, blacks, like, what the fuck is like, why would you set a trust, like, why would you, I mean, what's the sense of that? I didn't say nothing. Saw Mikey Million. You know what I'm saying? Saw Mikey. Saw King Maul murder. Goldfinger. Am I missing anyone? Shayna. Jesus Christ. Audie Clean. You know, so, it's a star-studded event. So I'm doing my thing. Mikey Millen has a clash tomorrow. I'm going to say, yo, Mikey, I can't pass through. I got to do Lady Lava. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, 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 boom. So we chilling. And I'm just looking at the stage like, yo, why is the stage set up like that? First artist come on. And that was crazy. Dude said he likes to fuck with his gun in his hand.
Murder them in the public, make every damn man see. Can't go to prison because the judge on me auntie. Visa for the immigration stampy. Fire upon a boy who me know a for donkey. Pussy man fuck and no panty. Me have to fuck with me gun in a me hand.
I'm like, that's wild shit. I never heard that before. I've been in this business for 30 years, and I've never heard anybody who fuck with a gun in his hand. Well, hold up. I had this little shorty. That, yeah, I get it now. Yeah, I had this little shorty back in the day. I had like a 357. I had like a snubby. And she would like, when I'm fucking to click, it's like slap the hammer as we're fucking. Like, she loved that shit. She was fucking wild. I guess it makes sense. You fuck with guns in your hand. I get it. I was listening to the song like, yo, that's crazy. And then now I'm standing here, I'm thinking, oh yeah, shorty, yeah. When you used to fuck, she used to like, when I used to like, you know, squeeze the trigger and a clap, she would go crazy. I didn't know what I was doing sexually, but the clap of the hammer made her come. It's crazy. So I get it. So I'm still looking at the stage like, yo, that stage doesn't really work with, that stage doesn't really work. And then Skeng comes on. And the situation just gets crazy. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's why they set it up. So he can hang on the truss. So he's hanging on the truss and he's swinging out in the crowd. And everybody's going crazy because they ain't smoking weed. They're smoking fentanyl. And I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, I've been doing this for 30 years. For 30 years. I've seen everyone. I've never seen a crowd of black people possessed. Like, it seems he came through and hit people with the ubia, like just sprinkling that powder on niggas, and, you know. Like, I've never seen women behave this way for any artist in 30 years. I don't care who you are, Buju, Sizzler. The only thing that could compare to tonight's stardom would be Ellie. Like Elephant Man had the girls in that type of euphoria. But Skeng like I said, I don't know if it was good. I don't know if it was bad. I do know that it was crazy. I do know it was a vibe that I've never ever experienced before in 30 years of covering dancehall. I've never experienced that type of vibe ever. Ever. I've never experienced it. I've never seen an artist like, I mean, everything is hanging out. Tits hanging out. Ass hanging out. Like it looked from the stage, it looked like a Michael Jackson thing. You know when Michael, I mean, y'all probably don't know because y'all are young. But when Michael Jackson used to do concerts, the paramedics be pulling women out on stretchers because they faint. I think if Skeng had more of a catalog, and if he continues on this path and become like a mega star, I think he's the only artist that could get women to faint. At the height of Cartel, I never saw that. At the height of Cartel, I've never seen people react the way they did to Skeng. The only artist that I know of that can even compete with that type of possession is Ellie. It was literally like people were possessed. Yo, the blokey took off his socks. I mean, he comes on stage and he kicks off his shoes, so now he's just in socks. And usually the only person I've ever seen do that is Lady Saw. You know, tear off the wig, kick off the socks, barefoot, and is in it. Dude kicked off his shoes, running up and down. Then he takes off his socks. And he's thrown his socks in the crowd, and women are fighting over my man's socks. Like, who does that? That's like I'm telling you, that's like a different level. That's like a different level. So he takes off one foot of socks and throws it in the crowd. And then he takes off the other foot of socks and he's like dangling in the crowd. And I just see women like grabbing for homie's socks. Like they want blokey's socks. They want the man's socks. And I think security added to the craziness, right? Because when he's hanging on the thing, security comes over. So now when security comes over, it looks more chaotic than what it actually is. Like sometimes security can add to the bullshit. Because if he's just hanging on the truss, singing and DJing, he's cool, right? But now when you come and grab him and pull him off the truss, and you know he's gonna lay out, blokey's laying out, like. So it looked like the security was no longer security. Security became part of the show. And that's just a level of genius from an artist that I've never seen before, where he used security as part of the show. And I don't think security even knew that. So security looked like, so here's the artist doing his thing. Security comes over and drags him off the truss, right? To save him. It's like security's is his groupies, bro. I mean, security's just doing their job because clearly they don't want nobody grabbing the man's chain or doing none of that. But the overprotection of Skeng only added to the euphoria. It made it look bigger than what it actually really was. I'm just looking at this. Security's dragging him and blokies laid out and women are trying to grab after his toes. That shit was a scene, bro. That situation was crazy. Like, I've never seen nothing like that before. I've never seen nothing like that in dancehall. That was like the stuff I like going to, raves. When everybody's all coked out and everybody's just out there. That's what this felt like. And it was weird to me because I've never seen black people so emotionally carefree ever. Like, black people, conservative, straight edge motherfuckers. But to see black people losing their mind, it was mind blowing. It was mind blowing for me. Because I've never seen that before. I've never seen that type of behavior. Like even like back in the day when the girls would rush the stage, you know what I'm saying? The girls would rush the stage to get a grind off the artist. They always gave like a cute wine. But this was like, I want him to sacrifice me. Crazy. I've never been a part. I've never seen anything like that before. I've never ever seen, in 30 years of covering reggae, dancehall, hip hop. I've seen that in hip hop. I've seen that in rock and roll. But it had the vibe of like listening to Deftones. Like tonight had a vibe of listening to Metallica, Kill 'Em All, or Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil. Like it gave me that vibe. It gave me the vibe of like that. Like I'm in a mosh pit. Like I'm down at the Rat listening to Sam Black Church or Mad Pedestrian at the Rat. Y'all don't even know what the Rat is, man. Rat used to be like a hardcore club. Like, yeah, Rat was different. Yeah, Rat was gangster. Like the Rat in Kenmore Square. You ask anybody. Yo, have you ever been to the Rat in Kenmore Square? They're like, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy, man. It was like it's a hardcore scene for hardcore people. It's not for like y'all. And that's what I was thinking. It's like this is becoming like a hardcore thing. Like this is like hardcore. This is almost like black hardcore. Like black punk rock. Like my advice to Skeng is, I think Skeng needs a band, bro. He can't be, he got to leave the DJ thing alone. He needs a band. He needs like a all-female band dressed in some crazy shit and just play the rhythms live with a guitarist and give it that real rock feel. Like if you want to be a rock star, then you got to deliver rock music. You can't be doing what you're doing. Yeah, I think like if I was his manager, that would have been the shift. Like, all right, we're gonna do this dancehall rock star thing. All right, cool. We're gonna get a live band, and we're gonna have to do some crazy shit. Because with the DJ don't really work. But like I think most reggae artists could work with a DJ. I mean, this may sound crazy, and I'm not a prisoner of the moment. I'm just into marketing and into concepts. I think if he shifted from DJ to rock to band, I see Skeng probably the biggest reggae artist out of Jamaica. If he does that transition, because you can still do the hardcore stuff. You can still do dancehall live, give it a rock feel. And now he's doing punk rock shit. He's doing reggae punk rock. And then that's a whole. Yeah, I think Skeng is in the wrong. I think he's in the wrong lane. I think. I think his. Yeah, I think he's in the wrong lane. That's just my observation. Because he has the package. Good songs. I mean, good songs, not like songs I think I would listen that people will listen to 40 years from now, right? Like how we listen to One Love. But he's got a good enough catalog, good enough stage presence, a good enough concept of what is actually going on. He knows how to use the environment as part of the show. And I thought that was really amazing how we use security as a part of the show, how we used the backdrop. So the stage started to get smaller and smaller and smaller as more people rushed the stage. So he used the people that are not supposed to be on the stage as a backdrop, the truss, the socks, the shoes, the champagne, the water. Like he just used everything as a part of the show. And I'm 50, but I've never seen this done in dancehall yet. And I just think if he shifts to live band, he's gonna open up. He's the only young reggae artist that I see right now that can actually cross over to something bigger. All right, man, how long was that? It was 22 minutes. All right, we out of here. Like, subscribe, then go and check out Shakespeare's Live. Why? Because it helps the algorithm. I know, man, that Tyson Jake Paul fight was crazy, man. Situation is crazy. This year's been wild. Peace and love.